Hi everybody, my name's Lily and I'm the book reviewer behind Utopia State of Mind, and today we're going to be chatting about the February Librom sale picks. If you are new to here, every month I go through audiobook sales and Librom and I tell you what I would recommend and what is in my cart that I will buy after the video. I'm an affiliate for Librom, so all the links down below are affiliate links, so if you're not comfortable using them, then please just search for these as well. If you don't know what Librom is, it is an independent audiobook subscription service. You pay for a credit, you get that audiobook, and they're yours forever. These books, though, the ones that are on sale, you can pick up without having a paying membership. You just need an account, which is free to set up, and then you'll also own these at a sale price. If you're an active member, though, you'll get an additional 30% off of the sale price. So I'm just going to start off by talking about the Kiss Club playlist because there are a lot of them that I really loved. The first one is The Lies We Tell, which, okay, I don't really feel like this is a romance, but it's on sale, so I guess we'll just celebrate what we can, but I don't really feel like it is a romance. Basically, it is a YA thriller told by Katie Zhao. I really loved all of Katie's books. The main character is going to a local university, and she wants to investigate the unsolved campus murder of her childhood babysitter, but there she comes back into contact with her middle school rival. They're also rivals in a business sense as well, his family versus her family. And so they're trying to figure out kind of what was happening, and they kind of team up to solve this investigation. I guess there's kind of like a rivals to lovers vibe to it, but it's very much a thriller first. But as I said, we'll just take the wins where we can. The next one is The Earl That Got Away, which is in my cart. I've wanted to read the first book in the Sirens and Silk series for a very long time, and I haven't done it. Basically, it is by Diana Quincy. I don't know anything about this series, and I don't know anything at all, really. I just know that Diana Quincy is an author that I really wanted to read, and so they're historical fiction kind of Regency type romances. Also, I would tell you more about it, except the description on Librom says, and I quote, "The Earl That Got Away has descriptive copy which is not yet available from the publisher." Anyway, this is on my in my cart right now, and I will buy this later because, as I said, I really wanted to read Diana Quincy's books, and I own book one, so I might as well read book two. The next one is actually The Imposition of Unnecessary Obstacles. This is a novella series by Malka Older. I have actually read the first one. I'm pretty sure this is the second one. But basically, it's about this investigator and scholar duo who are investigating in a space opera novella series. So it's like space, sci-fi, and murder mysteries or mysteries all combined. They're super, super fun, and I really, really enjoyed it. As I said, I don't remember being so romantic. I feel like a lot of these ones are kind of like sci-fi with some romance, and now they're getting put into the Kiss Club. I don't really care, though. At the end of the day, they're on sale, and I really enjoyed this one, but I haven't read it. I enjoyed the first one a lot. This one are about 17 students and staff who have disappeared from the university. I actually have it on my shelf over there, but I haven't read it yet, and I wanted to mention that one. Red String Theory, I have read. Super, super cute and swoony. It is a romance. It is basically about one character, and she really believes in signs. Everything is a sign or a sign not to, basically. And this other character, and he basically doesn't really believe in signs. But they have this magical date, and it's one of those things where it's like, what is the movie called Serendipity, I think? It kind of gives those similar vibes, except, so this one character who believes in science, the other one who doesn't, but then it's kind of like, well, what about these signs? Are they telling them to be together? Are they telling them not to be together? What is really going to be happening? She's also an artist, so I really love that one, and as I said, it's super, super swoony, and it's all about, can we convince a skeptic to believe? And also, like, do the signs, though, have too much impact on our life? That's another part of it. Ladies in Hating is on sale. I haven't read Ladies in Hating yet, but I own the audiobook and I have an e-copy of it, basically. It is a sapphic Regency romance about Gothic novelists who are rivals. It's a rivals to lovers. Like, what more do you really need to know? Basically, they are two authors and they're Gothic novelists and they're rivals. And so one of them is planned to unmask her rival, and everything does not go according to plan. And so it's also a sapphic romance. I really need to read this. As I said, I own this in most, almost every format, and I haven't read it yet. The next one is also on my Are all of these on my TBR? No, not all of them, but almost all of them. It's Guava and Grudges by Alexis Castellanos. I really enjoyed Alexis's first book, I think, and I own this one too, but I haven't read it. So one of the characters, the main character, dreams of becoming a world famous pastry chef, but her family can barely keep her family business afloat, not to mention paying for a culinary school. She does work at the family bakery, but they have a rival Cuban bakery across the street, and we all know how these rivalries go. So that is the premise for this. I love baking characters. I love rivals. I love competition. So this is really great, but I haven't read it. And I own multiple copies of this one too. So I definitely should read it. The Baby Dragon Cafe. I have read this one very recently, but still, it is so cute. It's about this character. She owns a baby dragon cafe, which is kind of struggling to make ends meet, and so she takes a job coaching this other character who begrudgingly has a baby dragon, and so she ends up coaching him, kind of becoming a baby dragon tamer, not tamer, but trainer, baby dragon trainer for this other character, and sparks fly. I read this because I got an arc of the second one, which I have not read yet since. But the Baby Dragon Cafe was super cute, and I love the promising world that it has that I just know will be built upon in the future. Business Casual, which is the Love Light series book number 4, is on sale. I have only read Love Light series book number 1, but I'm currently reading And Now Back to You by B.K. Borison, so I will get to all the B.K. Borison books. Don't you worry. But I haven't gotten to it yet. I have a whole kind of mental queue of the books that I'm going to read audiobook wise from Librom, and I own this one from Librom. So if you're behind on the Love Light series as well and you need a little motivation, definitely check this one out. Sweet Obsession, Dark Olympus book number 8 is on sale. There's a Katie Robert Dark Olympus sale every month. This month it is on Sweet Obsession, which is on Icarus and Poseidon. These books, some of them adhere more to mythology than others. I feel like Hades, Persephone, and Eros and Psyche, the first two, were, and then we just kind of go off. I don't hate it, but just think of this not so strictly as the Greek pantheon. Also, the Dark Olympus world in some ways is kind of confusing. The last one I actually read, though, was, oh my god. The last one I think I read was Radiant Sin. I never read, or wait, no. I think I read Cruel Seduction, the Aphrodite, Hephaestus, Pandora, and Adonis. Wait, I don't know if I've read that one. I definitely read Wicked Beauty, which is Helen, Achilles, and Patroclus. Don't know about Apollo and Cassandra, maybe. But yeah, they just have gone places. Just like accept it and move on, basically. They're very fun, and I have been meaning to catch up on this and just haven't. But I do want to read all the Katie Robert books so I can do an All About Authors Katie Robert edition. I just haven't done it yet. The next one is Within the Space of a Second, which I actually own on Librom already and haven't read it. Within the Space of a Second is a time travel romance, which is why I'm bringing this up. If you have been, a viewer of mine for a while, you will know that I love time travel. And so this book is on my radar because of that. Basically, she doesn't know she's a time traveler, but then the main character is approached by two strangers who are time travelers from the future, and they need to have her help restore one of their abilities to time travel before they're caught in her timeline. Then again, she also kind of falls in love with a time traveler. I haven't read this one, but I really loved it. One of the very, very few first books I read before I went into the urban fantasy, paranormal romance world when I was growing up was A Time Traveler's Wife, actually. And so this is giving similar ish vibes, but a little bit more speculative. And so I'm very excited for that one. Also, the sale price of this is $2.78, which if you're an active member means it's $1.95, so under $2. There are very few things in this economy you can get honestly for under $2. Livewire's on sale. It's from the Valiant universe, which is why I haven't read it yet. It's by Sarah Raleigh. I've loved Sarah Raleigh books, specifically the Bones of Ruin series, I think, but I don't know anything about the Valiant universe, but Sarah is such a talented writer. It is a sci-fi with romance as well, so a sci-fi romance. The main character is a Psyot who has psychic powers, and so she can talk to machines, control technology, and see into a secret parallel world that exists inside computers. But the main billionaire wants her to keep it under wraps. Also, she's his adopted daughter. But basically, a man from the 20th century comes intent on killing her, and she has to kind of come to terms with that. And also, he tells her that one day her and her dad will destroy humankind. Anyway, I'm really excited by this, and this is actually in my cart, mostly because I've really, really loved Sarah Raleigh's books in the past, the world building and the unique world concepts. This actually exists in the Valiant universe. I don't even know what that means, honestly. I just knew that this was very much kind of a proprietary thing when I first saw this, but I really love the idea of it, and also, like, timey-wimey stuff is my jam. So excited for that one. And also the last one I want to talk about. This, honestly, month has to be part of, or has to be probably the most books I haven't read and also maybe own that I've ever done in Libro FM video. But the last one is Soulbound, which is in the Soul Hate universe. I had an arc of Soul Hate, but I haven't read it. Soulbound, I couldn't really tell if it's a sequel or a companion. I'm pretty sure Soul Hate came out first though, but then this is actually a Soul Hate Zero, so is this a prequel? Don't really know, honestly. They're like fated to hate each other, I guess. They're called Soul Hates. Basically, one of the characters is the leader of a realm and forced to turn to this other character. He seemingly is a mercenary. And so she maybe realizes that she's fated to destroy him, so he's her soul hate, but also there are sparks. I don't know, because honestly, I don't know what the soul hate concept is. I haven't read the first one, but anyway, I wanted to mention it because I know that a lot of people were interested in reading Soul Hate, and so maybe you didn't know that Soulbound was out, and then it was on sale in Libro FM. So, those were all of the books that I wanted to chat about for the Libro FM sales. Please let me know what is in your cart. I have to go check out my cart now that this video is basically over. And I will see you in the next video. Have a really great rest of your reading day, week, month, and year. I will see you in the next one. Bye.